So to be clear, Mr. Trump has no financial relationships with any Russian oligarchs.
That's what he said. That's what I said. That's obviously what our position is.
I'm not aware of any of those activities. I have been called a surrogate at a time or two in that campaign, and I did not have communications with the Russians.
What do I have to get involved with Putin for? I have nothing to do with Putin. I've never spoken to him. I don't know anything about him other than he will respect me. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing.
So, it is political. You're a communist.
No, Mr. Green. Communism is just a red herring. Like all members of the oldest profession, I'm a capitalist.
Hello, welcome to Mueller, She Wrote. This is your anonymous host, AG, and with me as always is Jaleesa Johnson.
Hello.
And Jordan Coburn.
Hello.
So today is a Monday for us, and it's probably a Tuesday morning for you if you're listening, and we're here doing merch and getting ready to record our MSW book club, and some crazy breaking news comes out. And so I thought it in our best interest to tell you a little bit about it before we do full coverage in our episode next Monday, because it's only Monday. So all weekend, we knew something was coming. There might be a Mueller Monday, because all weekend Trump was tweeting like a crazy person. And he does this, but like he's got these little flags that he throws up that are like readable, right? Mm-hmm. That we can kind of tell what's going on. And he had not mentioned Manafort since he was indicted.
Right.
And because that can be considered witness tampering. He's probably been told, just don't even say his name. And he started tweeting about him this weekend. And it could have been because of the story that dropped just now as we were sitting here getting ready to record. Basically, Manafort is being charged with witness tampering in violation of his release agreement, right? Mm-hmm. And Jordan, do you want to give us a definition of witness tampering?
Yes, I wanted an exact definition myself, so figured y'all would want one too. Good old Wikipedia. Witness tampering is the act of attempting to alter or prevent the testimony of witnesses within criminal or civil proceedings. Laws regarding witness tampering also apply to proceedings before the U.S. Congress, executive departments, and administrative agencies. Mm-hmm. And then this is a fun little one. In situations where intimidation or retaliation against witnesses is likely, witnesses may be placed in witness protection to prevent suspects or their colleagues from intimidating or harming them.
Haha. Wow. Now, we haven't heard from guess who in a minute. Gates.
Rick Gates.
Yes, exactly. I didn't give you very long to guess.
Right. I was kind of thinking it over.
I figured I would just guess who in three get Rick Gates.
Yeah.
Just trying to jump on Rick.
I always think that Rick James quote too when I hear his name.
Rick Gates, bitch. Yeah. No, and so
Rick James and David Nunes.
Now, what we've heard, again, we're going to go over this and what's reported and what's conjecture for sure in next week's episode. A lot of this is conjecture right now because the reports are just coming out. But apparently this happened a couple of months ago. And Mueller's team has been investigating since then. And it was a couple of months ago, I remember, and I could be wrong, we'll have to look up the dates on this, but this is just off the top of my head. Gates was wanting to go on a vacation, and he had to put in a request to go on vacation with his family.
I remember that.
Because he was on a release, right? Just like Manafort is, although Manafort had 76 ankle bracelets. And
Coachella queen.
Because you're not cooperating. And so, yeah, totally, it's Burning Manafort.
Oh my God, that'd be good. Burning evidence.
Just with a flat Manafort with a flower crown and a bunch of bracelets on him. But you have an outstanding edit that you also wanted done too.
Oh, which
photo
one?
The photo edit, the one about the ankle bracelets.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, I asked at that episode when we found out he had to wear 2 ankle bracelets that I wanted somebody to draw him with like 46 different ankle bracelets on him, like all over his face
a lot more.
and arms.
Okay.
Yeah, we need that, and then some flower wreaths and a burning man in the background.
Love it.
Just to set the scene. But not to joke around too much about this because it is fucking serious. But apparently, and what we know for sure is that he attempted to tamper with a witness. The New York Times put out a story. Matt Apuzzo, he's one of the guys who keeps dropping all these bombs, that federal prosecutors accused Manafort of tampering with a witness in his federal tax and money laundering case. So there was a filing that prosecutors made working for special counsel that said Manafort violated the terms of his release while he was awaiting trial. And they asked a federal judge to revise those terms or send him to jail.
Oh, snap.
Until trial. So we know that for sure. And we also know that the prosecutor said that Paul Manafort tried to contact witnesses by phone, through an intermediary, and through an encrypted messaging program. WhatsApp.
He got
Pig
caught.
Latin? What did he
You know what an encrypted... I feel like to Manafort, an encrypted messaging program is like a PDF.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just text messaging.
Can't figure it out. What is he trying to tell me?
And one witness told the FBI that Mr. Manafort was trying to suborn perjury. Two witnesses provided the text messages to the FBI, which also... they also searched Manafort's cloud-based Apple account, according to court records.
Ooh, fuck that cloud.
Yeah.
Look up suborn perjury for me.
I was just going to say, I don't know what
Suborn
suborn
Identity. I love that movie.
SUBORN.
Okay.
Suborn perjury.
We used to have a
To me,
word of
what
the
that
day.
sounds like is he was trying to get people to lie for him.
It's context clues, definitely.
A lawyer for Mr. Manafort did not respond to messages seeking comment. Neither witnesses or the intermediaries were named. So then it just goes in to say who Manafort is, and we all know who Manafort is if you've been listening. And the witnesses at issue in Monday's court filing relate to allegations that Mr. Manafort secretly retained a group of former European officials to act as lobbyists. We've talked about this too.
Right.
And what it sounds like to me is that he tried to probably reach out to Gates, or maybe, I don't know, some Vanders. I don't know who he tried to reach out to, but Gates seems like the most likely person. Try to get him to lie for him. And maybe the FBI, and this is conjecture now, stopped Gates from going on his vacation saying, no, man, you got to wear a wire for us, and you got to tell us what's going on with this, because you have to do whatever we say. You're our bitch. Otherwise, you go straight to jail.
Yeah. Did you have a definition, by the way?
For 10 years minimum.
Yes, yeah. AG was right. Subornation of perjury is the crime of persuading a person to commit perjury, the swearing of a false oath to tell the truth in a legal proceeding, whether spoken or written.
Just like you said, yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Jordan.
Do you think... Thank you for asking. Both of you. I like using my phone. Do you think he's stupid enough to talk to someone that flipped?
Well, like Rick Gates?
Yeah.
He might be. I mean, who else is there? Everyone's flipped.
Yeah. And then maybe Rick Gates was like, oh yeah, I'm chill, man.
Unless it's someone we don't know. I mean, again, that whole the whole Gates thing is completely a guess.
Yeah.
For me, I only say that because they've worked together for decades.
Yeah.
And now he could go back to jail. And this is a serious offense, witness tampering. And it can also be used to further pressure Manafort into flipping. And somebody else had a theory that maybe he already flipped months ago. And this is all a dog and pony show, which we all know what that means now, to keep him safe.
Wow. You know what? I feel like, Jordan, you should be our flipping expert. You're in gymnastics, right? I feel like that's appropriate.
That's really funny.
Who has flipped?
Yeah.
And we can name a move like the Evgeny Friedman or something.
Oh my God, yes. And
They're
we can
all
rank
Russian.
Yeah, rank the flips like out of 10.
Yeah. Svetlana. That's Romanian, sorry.
No, I love it.
That's a very offensive to Romanians.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
This just in, it is WhatsApp he was using.
Whoa.
On February 26th, Mr. Manafort wrote in a WhatsApp message to one of the people at a public relations firm, we should talk.
Damn.
WhatsApp? They should call it What's That App? Because I've never used it. Apparently it's good for treason though. It's great for treason.
Yeah,
it's like
international conversations, right?
Treason booty calls.
I was going to say Kick is more of like a OkCupid.
For sure. Yeah.
Where you take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally.
So it sounds like people at a public relations firm. And when that witness avoided him or hung up on him, prosecutor said Manafort worked through an unidentified intermediary
to try to get to the person that
at
he
the
was
public
trying
relations
to suborn
firm.
perjury
From.
Suborn.
Of.
I love that
I'm
word.
getting used to it.
Yeah.
Suborn misprision. Basically, P wants to give him a quick summary that he says to everyone, which is true, that our friends have never lobbied in the U.S. and the purpose of the program was for the EU. That's what the intermediary wrote in the WhatsApp message. Wow, there's a lot more details than there were a minute ago.
Wow, this is really crazy good journalism. Mm-hmm. Okay, so sorry, you said that the intermediary said that to Manafort?
No, to the guy at the PR firm, whoever he was trying to
that
suborn.
makes sense. So Manafort, intermediary, PR firm, and the PR firm is where it ends, or do you think the PR firm was like is there an important person at the PR firm?
No, I think he's important now. But I think what it is that Manafort was trying to tell somebody at a PR firm what to say in their testimony. And then when they hung up on him, Manafort got an intermediary to do it. I don't know who the intermediary is, but that person is now on the hook too. But it doesn't sound like Rick Gates is involved now.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder who that witness would be. It's someone in the PR firm then, or someone connected to people at the PR firm.
Right, or somebody Manafort knows that he just had call him up. Could be an EU guy. It could be Kalimnik. It could be. I mean, and there's of course I have to preface any of conjecture by saying we know like 0.006% of what's going on.
Exactly.
What we don't know and what I don't know is immense, and it could be any number of people I've never even heard of.
Right.
So
How did they catch that? That's crazy.
Good question.
it sounds like somebody at the PR firm went to the FBI and said, "Dude's trying to get us to say some shit."
That's true. That would be the most direct way.
So that means that there's people at this PR firm we've never heard of that are potential witnesses in the case.
Yeah.
And we don't know because that whole witness list of 70 subpoenas, 35 individual witnesses.
They're blank or sealed.
Yeah, they're blank. They haven't filled in the names yet, so we don't even know.
Or maybe he was trying to set up a domino effect and have multiple layers of people, and there was going to be a couple more people past the PR,
Like if
a game of
anyone, like,
telephone,
bailed.
basically.
Yeah.
To just distance himself as much as he could, maybe from the witness.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
see what you're saying.
Like,
yeah, not
like
Mueller.
Then the
You're
PR person
saying
was supposed to
Manafort,
tell
yeah.
this person, and this person was supposed to tell the witness or
Shitty
something.
telephone. Yeah, totally.
Shitty telephone.
Damn, dude, this is so real. This makes it so real.
Yeah, and finding out in real time like that was intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say that the court document, it doesn't say when the hearing will be to reconsider. It's just a motion to reconsider. And Manafort could go back to jail until the trial.
Dude,
So,
that's insane.
yeah. I don't know what that was. Did a video pop up?
Yeah, I was gonna pull up the exact language on Twitter of the document, if you care.
Okay. I care. Yeah, let's hear it.
It's like one sentence. So let's see. The evidence set forth below and in the attached declaration of the FBI Special Agent Dahmen establishes probable cause to believe that Manafort has violated section blah, 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 by attempting to tamper with potential witnesses while on pretrial release and, accordingly, has violated conditions of his release. This violation triggers a statutory presumption that no conditions or combination of release conditions will assure the safety of the community and of others. The government therefore requests that the court promptly schedule the hearing called for by the statute to determine Manafort's release status.
Wow. So basically what they're saying is that we can't trust him at all now. This is, I think, the second time he's done some shit on his bail.
Fully
Like, he
once.
messed up his whole bail agreement by putting up properties that he didn't actually, like, $10 million in bond on his properties that weren't worth $10 million. And so they had to drag him back in, and that's when they put the other ankle bracelet on him. Or was that one for each court? I can't remember.
He also blabbed to the news, like,
Yeah,
he's
and
done
he got
so
a gag
many-
order on him for that, and then he did that whole second thing I just mentioned,
Totally.
and now he was tampering with witnesses. So
Three strikes.
Muller's team is like, we can't trust him to be out in the public. I think he's probably going to be incarcerated until his trial.
He needs to
should be.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's so much reason for him to be. That's not
Yeah.
even a stretch.
He's so desperate, he can't be trusted because he'll do whatever he can because his life is on the line, his freedom. He's gonna be as shady as he needs to be while he's free.
And now, does he want to spend the next month in jail or risk polonium tea or flip?
Good point. Wow, I would flip personally. I guess we'll see what he does.
Because he could get witness protection.
He's acting like a cockroach when you turn the light on in a room.
Scatters. Yeah.
Oh God.
All of them, the whole administration.
Look, I don't know what the destiny for Manafort is. I don't know if he's going to be incarcerated up until he goes to trial in July. But one thing I do know for sure is that Manafort is fucked. All right.
Yeah.
You guys, stay tuned. It's going to start getting crazy. I've been AG,
I've been Jaleesa Johnson.
I've been Jordan Coburn.
and this is Mueller, She Wrote. Mueller, She Wrote is produced and engineered by AG with editing and logo design by Jaleesa Johnson. Market consulting by Amanda Reeder at Unicorn Creative.